What's up, everybody? Hey, I just think it's a different topic to talk about today. I'm going to talk about how I started the social media and how I've gotten it to grow. First of all, with that being said, is one of the things I would normally do is I put a nice background scenery. I kind of figured that out early in the beginning. Good background helps out a lot. With me sitting in my room, it's tough to get views and followers and things, whatever, in the social media. So a lot of times you guys will see me out on Duval Street with the back, or I'll have or whatever. When I was up north in Michigan, I'd have a waterfall or whatever. That is just something that I've noticed out a lot. It's keeping people's interest. When I started videoing this, social media, what started off with me getting sober from alcohol. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I still don't. Well, I got a little bit better clue what I'm doing now, but I didn't let that hold me back. So in my mind, I think you can keep on sitting and keep on thinking, say, I'm not in the right time in my life. Whatever, 100 things. I don't have the money. I don't have the equipment yet. I don't have that background. I don't have that. And in my mind, what was telling me, and I did a little research of this on YouTube and stuff, is that you just got to start. You just got to do it. And it was intimidating in the beginning. To get on here and talk and whatever. You got to have dreams and goals, and I guess my dream and goals are and have been is I want to be financially at ease, whatever that is. I don't need a bunch of money, but I don't want to be worrying about it. And I want to help other people in different ways. I never knew. I thought at first it was just help people get closer to God, and now it's sobriety. I just like helping people. I feel like it brings joy to me, and my life seems to go by better. So, okay, back to the social media. If anybody was wanting to start out, is all I can just say is no time's going to be the perfect time. The only way you're going to learn it is by doing it. And gosh, I've learned so much. One, you have community standards that you have to go by, and I haven't always gone by them. I didn't understand it. They would tell you what it is, and I just wouldn't read it. I'm very rebellious, and I just but to be a player in this game, this social media game, you have to go by the rules. So different platforms are doing good at different times because I keep messing up on them differently, and I was wondering why Facebook wasn't growing as fast. I could only get 5,000 friends. I couldn't get anybody to follow me on there. And then all of a sudden, overnight, it just started coming back to life again, having followers, and now it's getting a lot of views and things. Is they put me on a sort of a timeout, and what they just weren't referring me to non-followers, and then I got off the probation or whatever, and they took that off of me, and it's grown. Now TikTok's got me on it. They're not, it's a freaking lot to it. Part of it is, for me, I don't know if it's the right way or wrong way, is I just don't want to get into conversations that's going to bring a bunch of arguments and stuff. Like, I just don't want to talk about politics. God is a tough one because people have so many different ideas and opinions on that one, but I have such a strong feeling for it that I'm willing to talk about it because it's got a big part of my life. I've learned that, in the past I have spewed my negativity and stuff on here, and in my reasoning, what made me feel like it was okay or whatever is like, this is my story and it's part of my story, and spewing this negativity. And I felt like if I didn't, it was my brain, my ego, or whatever, justifying it. Now, in certain ways, negativity and stuff like that can bring you the views and stuff. Having people divided and things like that really can, once it starts interactions and comments and stuff, it can really, but I just don't want to be around negativity, and I don't even want it on the social media. And I've been part of the problem, but I just don't want to do it anymore. And so even to the point where if it's me leaving certain parts out of the story, it's like, so be it. Maybe everybody doesn't need to know 100% of what's going on with me all the time. I got a couple minutes left, so I'm just going to go off on something else. It's just that, holy smokes. Most people haven't made it this far, wouldn't make it this far, so I can change it up for you. If you made it this far, things are going so freaking good for me. I have the time and the money to just do what I believe is God's will for me right now. And instead of trying to figure out, I'm an overthinker, I try to think a lot. I don't want to be in control. I don't want to play God. I'm trying to let Him my best to do it. So I'm just being observant, and what it looks like to me is He's just going to have me in the service work for a while. I don't know if it's going to be forever, but for right now, I'm still building myself. My head, I feel like, is just now coming out of a fog. 2 years sobriety, and I just feel like my brain is just where I can put two sentences together. And so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to keep on keeping it real in here. The people that are down here and see me, they see the real me, what's going on. So the stuff that I'm doing, staying on here, I'm doing the service work. And it's in my clubhouse where I choose, where I feel like God's led me to do it, and where I'm done to do it. And I don't want to do it, but I feel like I'm going to be rewarded. There's a lot to it. I think sometimes, for me, being on the social medias, I just want to be seen and be heard. Who knows the real motives, the motivations behind this thing, but it's growing, and I just can't believe it. It's something that I wanted and couldn't believe it, and it's growing, and I just can't wait to see the future with it. As my mind starts getting better and I get more knowledge, hopefully I'll get on here and start actually making some sense. And be able to help people on here, which there are people that say I inspire them, and I'm going to get out of here. It is so freaking hot. That's why I'm in my room, and I know this video is not going to get a bunch of views, and every video cannot be about that for me. I have to get my word out there. What I just keep this going is blah, 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 blah. I'm checking in with everybody. Golly, life is so freaking good. I can't even tell. Oh, my life. I hate sharing that all the time, but it's going so good for This is for you guys that have been following me. I'm assuming if you made it this far, you've been following me for a long time, and I appreciate all you guys' help. You guys helped me stay sober. You helped me stay sober this whole way. I love you guys. Thank you. I gotta go. Later.